Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second half of our second ever live online improv show. We are so excited to be doing this and to be trying this, and that you are here watching with us. If you're watching live, or if you are watching, who knows, 20 years from now, the internet never dies, right? So we're pretty excited to have you here. We are going to be doing some online improv for you. And if you are watching us live, then you can pop into the chat where we will be asking for suggestions. All we ask is that you keep those suggestions PG rated because we are here for everybody. Our show is for everybody. And we would like to keep the show as well as the suggestions in the chat PG rated. Also, you will see some links there that I have just posted. Those are places where you can go to support NCT. If you like the show or you're just curious to know how you can support NCT, you can buy now and laugh later. NCT e-gift cards are available via Square. They never expire, so no matter how long it takes to get back to doing real life shows, you can use your gift cards then. If you're not in the area or you just want to find a way to support without getting a gift card, there's also a link there to donate to us through Gold Star. Both of those things will help us keep our awesome team and our business going, even while we're not allowed to be open. So we are going to jump right into playing our games here. So who's playing tonight? In the second half, they're the same people who were playing in the first half. We have Bob, David, Dorian, Fiona, Julie, Kevin, Heather, Nate, Mallory, Richard, and I'm Chrissy. I'm sort of acting as your host today. So we are going to start with a game called CSI NCT, and everyone is going to play in this game. Oh, and I should explain, if you guys are joining us for this half of the show and you missed the first half of the show, there is a delay between we're doing live and what comes out to the YouTube feed. So it takes just a second to get your suggestions. We did get some extra suggestions in the first half of the show that we were going to use for this half of the show. So here's how CSI NCT works. It's based on everybody's favorite procedural crime drama, CSI Miami, and we are all going to become the character Horatio Kane, who, whenever he discovers a crime scene or arrests the murderer, he has like a very witty pun, and after it, he always either takes off his sunglasses or puts on his sunglasses. So I'm going to give the players a suggestion. They are going to give us their best Horatio Kane impression and either discover a piece of evidence at a crime scene or arrest a criminal with some awesome, fantastic puns. And for the ones we like best, the reply from us is going to be, yeah, do, because that's what happens in the show. They play that Who song, and it's really amazing. So our first suggestion came from the first half of the show, and it is Goldfish. Goldfish. This is CSI NCT Goldfish edition. And you can go ahead and raise your hand if you have a suggestion. Bob.
I think I've seen him around in the bowling alley.
All right. Good one, Bob. Dorian.
Looks like this guy was killed by a tank.
Nate.
All right, just admit it. Just admit you killed him. There's no sense in being coy.
Yes. David.
Well, I guess you can say death was the one that smiled back.
Nice. Yes. Kevin.
Well, I guess somebody wanted him to sleep with the fishes.
Good one. Dorian. Sorry, there's your ding, Kevin.
This alpha fish was killed by a beta fish.
Oh, Heather.
Oh man, he did a terrible job murdering him. I guess he didn't have any gills in murdering.
Fiona.
That's another successful arrest. That man will never get out again. I guess he'll never get off the hook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Julie.
This is the fourth murder like this today. It must be tetracide.
All right, good one. Yes, Richard. Yeah! Richard,
It was real good. It was really good.
It was great.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, next suggestion. Chess pieces. Chess pieces. Heather, CSI, NCT, chess piece edition.
I guess he won't be the pawn in this game anymore.
Dorian.
Oh, he got killed for rooking at someone wrong.
Every hand went down. Julie.
This makes it a very dark night.
Very good. Nate.
Previously on CSI, John said no, he was just a rookie.
Yeah. Heather.
Oh, look at this mess. How are we ever going to clean it up?
Good. Julie.
This was an easy case to solve. It was as easy as black and white.
Kevin.
Somebody call a bishop because we're going to need a funeral.
Well, it appears the victim was stabbed by a double-edged knife. I guess you could say he was killed by a shark. No, okay, I'll take myself out.
Okay, that was the game of CSI NCT. Good job, everybody. All right, we're going to play next a game of Fresh Choice. Dorian and Nate are going to start this one, and then Heather is going to pop in. We have, for this game, a suggestion that was given to us online. If you guys follow us on social media, we are posting a lot of interactive games as well as suggestion ask scores throughout the week. So definitely follow us on Instagram at NCTPHX, Facebook, same thing, /NCTPHX to share your suggestions with us. And this suggestion for your scene comes from Phoebe Kozenets. And she has given you a location, which is the bathroom at the Honey Baked Ham store. So I'm hoping you'll leave the bathroom at some point, but
Or
the
not.
Honey Baked Ham store
I hope we don't.
in the bathroom. Thank you, Phoebe Kozenets. We really appreciate you playing along with us on our social media. All right, for the game of Fresh Choice, the scene is going to be happening. I'm going to turn my video off, but I'm going to keep my volume on. Periodically, I'm going to ring the bell and say Fresh Choice. The players are then going to have to change whatever the last thing was that they said or did. All right, Dorian and Nate, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Begin.
Hey, Gary,
What's up?
Gary,
Yeah.
thanks for meeting me in here, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Listen,
Yeah, what'd you need? What'd you need?
well, I know you've been working here longer than I have.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a question.
Is it how do you steal a ham?
No, I don't want to steal a ham.
Oh, okay. That's usually new people ask me how to steal a ham. That's
I know.
usually the question I get.
Okay, all right. That's not it though. That's
Okay.
not where I'm
All
coming.
right. All right.
I don't.
Is it why does the ham taste so good?
Well, that's. I mean. All right, fine. I mean, it's a 2-part question.
Fresh Choice.
It's a 3-part question.
Choice.
It's a 1-part question.
Okay. Go
What
ahead.
is this ham made of?
That is the question, isn't it? Because we just claim it to be honey baked. We don't say how much. We don't say for how long. We don't say for what temperature. It is
Right.
just honey baked.
I'm
And
not.
I gotta be honest. They just show up. They just show up in the store and we just sell
Fresh
them.
Choice.
I gotta be honest. A guy named Greg drops them off out of the back of his truck, and we pay cash and ask no questions.
Okay, but here's the deal. All right, this guy Greg.
Yeah.
When he handed me the ham, he
Oh
like winked at me, which made me feel like this is not real ham.
no!
That's what brought me
No,
here.
it is real ham. Oh my gosh, Ryan! When he winks, that means that we owe him some money. I didn't realize we were short.
Choice.
When he winks, that means that he wants to sample some of the ham with you. Did you sample some of the ham with him?
Flush. Hey guys, it's me, Greg. I've been in the bathroom stall this whole time.
You didn't even wait for him to leave the parking lot before coming in and having this
I
conversation.
didn't know. I looked under the seat. I figured if there were feet there, then that meant it was empty.
Oh my
Good
god!
choice for how to discover if someone else is in the bathroom.
I looked under the. I banged on the doors. Nobody said anything. I figured that meant it was empty.
Fresh choice, Dorian.
I said, Greg, are you here? There was no response. I figured that meant it was empty.
I was trying to have a private moment, if you know what I mean.
See, there it is. There's that wink.
Fresh wink, Heather.
I was trying to have a private moment.
You see how clear that wink is? I mean,
Yeah.
there's no denying that this is what a wink looks like when he does it with his hand. in his eye.
I agree. But Greg, that is the you owe me money wink, and I don't get. I mean, I just explain to me if there's something we need to do.
There's a lot you need to do. I've been
Fresh
delivering.
choice.
What, fresh choice?
Yes.
I need to talk to you about something urgent.
Fresh choice.
Look, you know what you've done. We've talked about this for several years.
Fresh choice.
Listen, what do you want from me? I deliver hams all the time. Yeah, I'm giving you what you need.
Hey,
You
wait
just
a
gotta
minute.
give me what I need, you know?
Wait a minute. I'm just remembering something, Nate. You said that I would get a paycheck.
Well, yeah.
Well, I haven't gotten a paycheck yet. And then I said a day or two ago, you said it'd be arriving in the mail.
Yeah.
Fresh. It's a fresh finger quotes, Dorian.
You said that it would be arriving in the mail.
One more time, please.
You said it would be arriving in the mail.
Nope, I lied. One more time, please.
You said it would be arriving in the mail.
Hey,
Yeah.
good job, everybody.
Yeah.
That time, let's give him a big.
Greg, you didn't put the honey or the butterball turkeys in the mailbox, Greg?
Employed.
Big.
All right, good job, you guys. That was a game of changing emotion, or no, that was fresh choice.
Fresh
is
choice.
what we just played. That was really awesome, you guys. Next up, we are going to play a guessing game called Naive Experts. And in this game, David and Fiona are going to be hosting a chat show. And Dorian, and you know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going to make it Mallory and Richard are going to be experts, but we need to send them into a breakout room. So I get to use this exciting tool again to send Mallory and Richard into the breakout room. Here they go. Soundproof meeting technology. It's very exciting. And while they are there, I'm going to share with, wait, where did Fiona and David go? Fiona and David, come back. Did I send them into the, oops. I messed it up. Wait, are they in the breakout room? Oh my gosh. Trouble is happening. Okay, everybody should be coming back. David and Fiona, did you guys get sent to a breakout room? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was the previous one.
Don't go into the breakout room.
Right, we had a fun little party there.
Okay. Mallory's back to you. Is Richard back?
Done it.
Okay. So I'm gonna try again to just send Mallory and Richard into the breakout room. No, I can't do it. Move to I'm gonna try and put you in breakout room 3. I've never tried to do it twice in one show.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so hopefully Mallory and Richard will disappear. Are you guys? You're not going anywhere.
Maybe not the last time. What happened? What did we miss?
You did. But you options. No. Okay, I'm gonna allow. What? I'm not gonna move you automatically, so I think you'll get to choose. And if you get to choose, only Mallory and Richard should choose.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Are you getting a thing that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Guess what? We learned something new on this, our second ever online improv show. All right. So for this guessing game, here are the clues that we have gotten from the chat that you guys are going to have to get them to guess. They have written a book about French fries. That is the subject of their book. It's about French fries. And thank you, G. Lecco, in the chat for that suggestion. They have a very famous fictional ghostwriter who was the third author who helped them out, and that is Harry Potter. Harry Potter helped them write that book. Thank you, Nicholas Cheesick, for that suggestion. And they have a fan club who is so crazy about this book. They love this book so much. And those are TV movie extras in TV movies. And that is from Gorilla PDS. Thank you, you guys in the chat for your suggestions. The way the game works is that Fiona and David are hosting their online talk show, and their guests have to tell us, they have to guess basically. They have no idea that they've written a book about French fries with their co-author Harry Potter, and that their fan club is TV movie extras. They're going to have to guess that based on the clues, puns, and innuendos that are given to them by the host. So let's see what happens when I try and bring Mallory and Richard back. Hopefully they will be coming back and I haven't sent them into some secret dimension that doesn't exist. But maybe. Oh, are they? Yes. Oh, good. You're not trapped in a dimension. Richard is back to you. All right, then I'm gonna let you guys begin the game. This is Naive Experts.
Oh, that was so funny. Like, I didn't want anyone to miss that. Hello.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Hello, everyone. If you are just joining in, we have lovely guests here. And first, let's introduce ourselves since we're pretty brand new. I am Alex, and my co-host here
Is Alexander.
Alexander, wonderful. And we have these wonderful authors here talking about their brand new book. It's a pleasure for both of you to be here.
It appears one of our guests is on mute. How unfortunate.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
wonderful.
You're always doing that, Sheila. Thanks.
Stop it, Jason. I don't like the way you talk to me. No, we're so excited to be here.
Attention, I love it.
Lovely.
Oh yes. Now, moving on, we're going to talk about your book now and what it's about. You know, I got to say the details really brought a lot of emotions for me. You know, the phrasing was very curly.
Yes, our book on the cursive written language goes into far more detail than anyone had ever expected. We surely dotted our I's and crossed our T's. Is that not right, Jason?
Well, I mean that's definitely true of your book on cursive, but what we're talking about today is your book on a subject that well, I've heard it made several people a bit salty. Perhaps you could tell us about that.
Well, we had this wave of an idea coming through because we just bought a house near the ocean, and we thought it would be a perfect subject for our book.
Oh yes, that's a lovely subtopic you have there. But I'm going to tell you the truth be told. Like everything, let's put everything on the bottom of the bag, okay? Everything on the bottom. It's such a happy occasion. Can you tell us a little bit more about how fast this book came out?
Yeah. So when we began writing, it all just sort of came out at once, one word right after the other. There's just so much to talk about when we're discussing sea salt spray for the hair.
Yes, I've definitely heard that enhances the experience of this particular experience thing you wrote this book about. So in writing this book, you investigated everything. You really put all the chips on the table. Could you tell us about that?
Well, I mean, we've been living in the south of France. We go to the casino, we're playing poker, and we lost a lot of money, and this is why we had to write the book.
Our book about groceries. Yes, we've sunk all the money into the chateau, and now we're just eating pate. Jason.
Don't stare at me like that, Sheila.
That origin story, I'm just loving it. I'm loving it.
Well, this book it's definitely a big deal. You definitely wouldn't call it small potatoes. Potatoes.
No, we would not call it small potatoes. In fact, we would say they're very large French fries. That's what this book is for us.
Yes, indeed, very good. And we want to talk about the writer that's joined with you. And I got to say, he solemnly swore that he was up to no good, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Harry Potter was such an enormous influence on us.
Yes, and together with working with Harry Potter, with this book on guys, you were to gain quite a fan group. So the group tends to fade the background in minds, but they're some of your biggest fans.
Well, I'll be right honest with you. I couldn't hear a word you said. You froze, and now I'm just sitting here feeling frightened and scared.
Well, yes. I think what Alexander was saying is how these groups of people that really love it, they tend to be more in the background of things. So tell us more about your background.
Exactly, Alex. Thank you.
Well, Jason and I met when we were both trees in our school play, and we just sort of stood there just like this, and then I remember why I married him. So yes, our fan group, Trees in the Background of Student Plays, very pro us, very into potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so romantic indeed. But tell us more. Let's just stand in the moment, okay? Just stand in. We're going to stand in the moment. Give us some more insights on how you feel about these group of people.
Well, these stuntmen that we hired to play us when we can't actually be writing because it's dangerous, we get stuntmen to play us as well. They are our stand-ins.
Yes,
our fan group.
And I've heard it's well, in fact, that your fan group, some might say that they're a bit more everyday, the everyman than stuntman.
Oh, yes. Jason, you know what this is, and I know what this is. Let's say it at the same time, Jason. 1, 2, 3. Background characters. Oh, Jason, I knew I married you for a reason.
Yeah. I love you, Sheila.
I love you, Jason.
I think we're in the right channel. But give us a little bit more on and let's be real. A channel real.
Oh, yes, of course. Our fan group is Jason. Do you want to say it at the same time?
Oh, I'll go ahead and let you say it.
Oh, it's going to sound ridiculous if I say it by myself.
Well, okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Reality TV background characters. Now I just look foolish, Jason.
Oh.
I think that's. Oh yes, we're Alexander. Alexander. I think they're so close.
This is definitely very close. Well,
Hello, Alex and Alex. Hi, this is your producer. I know I don't talk much on here. I would love it if our guest could answer a question. Actually, we got it's actually a quote here from not Access Hollywood. It's from it's not that. It's not TMZ. It's a quote from oh shoot. You know the name of the show that's on at like 3 p.m. on NBC or something like that. That's about Hollywood.
Oh man, Jason and I cut the cord on cable years ago.
That's why it's on
Yeah.
network TV.
It's
Put
so
all the money in
good.
the chateau.
You know,
sorry,
we'll have
just
a little more.
Another
We'll have a little
producer
extra.
here. There we go. Yes, absolutely. What? Say that word again, Richard.
I said we'll have a little more. There's a little extra going around for everybody to have some.
It's the cast of Extra. They're our
Yeah.
fan group.
Just another producer in the room. I just wanted to be here. Okay, that's all.
Okay, all right, good job, you guys. We're gonna stop there. I want to give you an opportunity, Valerie and Richard, to guess. Do you remember what your book was about?
Yes, our book was about French fries.
That's right.
Fries,
And who
yes.
was your co-author?
Our co-author was Harry Potter,
Yes, very good.
and
And who were your fan
our
group?
fan group were Hollywood Extras.
That's very close. They were TV movie extras.
Oh.
Movie extras. But good job.
From Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Definitely from Hollywood. Okay, so everybody can come back. We're gonna wrap up our show tonight with a game of Hey Waiter. This is pretty exciting. This is a standard joke. I'm sure you've all heard it. Where I'm gonna say to the players, hey waiter, there's a blank in my soup, right? The classic example of hey waiter, there's a fly in my soup. And the players are going to respond to that with a pun. We're going to ring the bell for them. And these suggestions have all come from you guys, either in this chat or the first show chat. So the first thing that's going to end up our soup are cats. So it's, hey waiter, there's a cat in my soup. And when you have an idea, just raise your hand. Hey Julie, there's a cat in my soup.
For real?
Hey Nate, there's a cat in my soup.
Well, that's just perfect.
Hey Heather, there's a cat in my soup.
I am so sorry. I'll get you a new one right now.
Hey Richard, there's a cat in my soup.
Oh yes, it's free. We didn't put it on your tabby.
Hey Fiona, there's a cat in my soup.
Oh no! And I bet now you're not feeling so good about it.
Awesome. Bob, there's a cat in my soup.
Oh, we've heard that tale before.
Good. Julie, there's a cat in my soup.
Yeah, we have heard that tale before. I think you're lying.
Good. Nate, there's a cat in my soup.
Yes, that dish is called the Even Stevens.
I don't get it. Valerie, there's a cat in my soup.
I'm sorry. Shoot, now I'm. Okay, got it.
Moving on. We're gonna do sunglasses. There are sunglasses in my soup. Hey, David, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Well, you don't have to give me shade.
Good. Fiona, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Oh no! How could we make such a glaring error?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good. Yeah. Do. Hey, Julie, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Once again, you be lying.
Nate, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Shh. That topic is polarized.
Dorian, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Oh, well, now you're going to have to also take this prescription sunglasses.
Hey, Mallory, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Well, you'll have to share it. That way it'll be way fairer.
Very good, very good. Bob, there are sunglasses in my soup.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell Chef Ray to ban those.
Good, good, good. Our next suggestion is movie critics. It was a suggestion of a profession for before. We're going to use it for this. There are movie critics in my soup, Heather.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. We thought we threw out all the rotten tomatoes.
Yes, very good. Hey, Dorian, there are movie critics in my soup.
Ugh, blog, blog, blog. All you do is complain.
Hey, Richard, there are movie critics in my soup.
Yes, it's real good.
Hey, Bob, there are movie critics in my soup.
Well, of course there are. It's chicken and 4 stars.
All right. Hey, Heather, there are movie critics in my soup.
Are you sure? That's the rating.
I gotcha. Okay, next up, the Avengers. The Avengers are in our soup. The Avengers are in my soup, David.
Yeah, we got in Hulk.
Julie, there are Avengers in my soup.
Of course, they're superheroes.
Yeah, Fiona, there are Avengers in my soup.
Well, of course, it's there to build up your Iron Man.
Ah, good one. Hey, Richard, there are Avengers in my soup.
Yes, it's there in case you have a Thor throat.
Hey, Heather, there are Avengers in my soup.
I know. Isn't it marvelous?
Yeah. Hey, Nate, there are Avengers in my soup.
That's right. That's America's broth.
Hey, David, there are Avengers in my soup.
Oh, no worries. I'll just take half of that.
Okay, I just like this suggestion, so we're gonna do it. Phlebotomists. There are phlebotomists in my soup. Julie, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hey, Kevin, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Well, you don't have to be a real prick about it.
Torian, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Ugh, just drink it. You're so vain.
Hey, Nate, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rub the soup with an alcoholic wipe for 30 seconds.
Hey, Fiona, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Are you a positive about that?
Richard.
Quit needling me.
Good. Hey, Kevin, there are phlebotomists in my soup.
Well, Kit, if you just turn it around, turn it around, Kit, it looks so much better.
All right, good job, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for both halves of our improv show tonight. We really appreciate you. We miss you so much. We cannot wait to get back to doing shows in real life. Until then, we are doing the best that we can. We love that we are able to still connect to you and still work together. We're figuring this out as we go. So we truly appreciate you guys being in the chat, giving us suggestions, following us on social media. I don't understand what's happening to the players, but we truly miss you. We love you and we appreciate you. Grab a gift card, toss a donation if you had a good time watching the show tonight. You have no idea how much it helps us out right now. We will be back next weekend on Saturday with more improv comedy live from inside our own homes. And we want to say thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I have a shout out too. So we are playing a lot of interactive games online in our social media, and this is a shout out to the winner of our My Movie game, Joanna T. Lawless. Was Jellyfish Piranha, and it was great. You should find it on our social media and read it. Thank you, Joanna. Play along with us. We'll give you a shout out on the live improv show. Okay, that's it. We are gonna say goodbye to everybody who played this show and give them some nice snaps, maybe a yow doo doodah. Starting with Fiona. Fiona, everybody, wave to everybody.
Hey, bye, Fiona.
And also David Westlake. David.
Hey, bye, David.
And Mallory. Mallory played.
Mallory.
And Richard. Richard played in our show tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Bob, wave to everybody so they know who you are. Thank you, Bob. Great job. Heather, thank you for being in our show tonight. Yay. Yeah. Nate, thank you for being on our show. Everybody give Nate some snaps. Clap in your own homes. They can feel your love through the screen. I promise you. Dorian. Yeah. Julie, wave to everybody. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being in our show. Kevin, say hi to everybody. Say thank you.
Hi.
And I'm Chrissy. I have been your host and live stream tender. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. And stay safe. Wash your hands.